if the name is not protected, then anyone else can use it and prevent you from using it. And so if you lose your name, you have to start again. So you may have spent years and years building up equity in your name, and the underpinning legal right of your brand name is your trademark. It may have a patent involved, it may have other things involved, design rights and things, but it's the name. And if you lose your name, it's like a person, if you lost your name, where would you be? So you've spent, say, 10 years building up a presence in the UK and other markets, and then you decide to leverage off this and export to China, and then you can't because somebody else has the name. Well, the first thing you have to do is see a properly qualified trademark attorney who can do the correct searches to see if anyone's using the name, then advise you. And I work with trademark agents like John, and we work together and we do a strategy on which classes, because trademarks come in classes, which classes they should register in, and what the strategy should be for the brand. And then John will make application to the Chinese Intellectual Property Office for your trademark. It could be just a name, or it could be a name and a logo. And we recommend that you also do the same thing in Chinese, and that goes through the registration process. And then at the end of that process, if everything goes smoothly, you will have a registered trademark in China. Mm-hmm. You have to do it in Latin characters and you have to do it in Chinese characters. Right. You have to register separately in Hong Kong. Right, and separately in China. We always advise that people do register in Hong Kong as well as China. You need UKTI, I think, have a list, don't they, of people they recommend people to. Or you ask other people who are in business, or there's various, John's probably got some better ideas on that, where you would go to. We find most of our work comes to us by word of mouth. People come to me and ask about starting a new company, or they've got this great idea for fashion or beauty brands or something, and I say, well, the first thing you have to do is see a trademark agent. So I direct them to John, or people come to John to get their trademarks done, and he realises that they haven't really looked at a strategy. Your trademark strategy should be based around your business plan. You shouldn't be doing your trademarks until you've done a business plan. You do the business plan, and then you go to experts like John or me, or both of us, and we base the trademark strategy around your business plan. And then you can get the funding on the basis of that. If you're going for EIS schemes or something, no sensible investor is going to look at something where you haven't taken the first steps to protect your trademark, because that is the basis of your business. Without your trademarks protected, you haven't got a business. It used to take 3 years, but John and I got one through this year in 12 months, didn't we? 12 months, sorry, 12 months we got it through. So now it's taking between 12 and 18 months. Right. It used to be one of the slowest, but it's really speeded up. They are trying very hard. Well, it's a bit like leaving your house open when you go on holidays and putting a sign there saying, I've left my flat screen TV in here and I've left all my jewellery out on the table, please take it. Because it's hard enough in countries where we speak the language to protect your intellectual property. If you haven't protected your intellectual property, then you can't, if someone uses your name, there's nothing you can do about it. In China, you must have registered your mark to be able to take action against counterfeiters or other sorts of infringers. Right. At the very beginning, you can't, because people come to us all the time with this great idea and their granny told them, anyway, and you say, well, I'm sorry, you can't have that. We do a search and you say, well, you can't have that, it's already being used. And they say, oh, but I really want that. And you say, well, you can't have it. So you have to have them there. You especially have to have them there before any design agencies get hold of it, because design agencies, because it's what they do, are only interested in the design. Especially naming agencies are very expensive. You need to clear some names first. Maybe you'll have a list of 3 or 5 or something, and then you'll find out. This is if you're starting from scratch. Right. It's a different position if you are already trading in one name. The other difficulty, if you go to a UKTI thing anywhere, if you go to trade shows anywhere in the world without your trademark being registered, I'd say half my work is solving problems with people that's happened to. They go to a trade show, they think they've got the domain name and they think that's enough, or a company name, but trademarks always trump domain names or company names. And you go to a trade show, a year later, you export into Australia or somewhere, or into China or whatever, and you find your goods are seized because somebody else owns the mark.